May 1949, so just after World War II ended. And this factory is absolutely crazy. It seems to have been taken maybe by a fire.
Oh,
hello!
So cute.
Such a chubby little boy.
I don't know what I bought.
This guy's trying to tell you, but watch out.
Let the man pass.
Drunken people, drunken people.
What is that?
A rack? It's a rack?
No, it says toddy. Toddy, like toddy palm.
Toddy palm.
Wedding.
Oh, it's for wedding.
All.
It's for weddings.
Wedding all.
Good morning from Hatton. Yesterday we went all the way from Matale to Hatton, so we moved a little bit south, kind of 3 hours south. And what better place could there be than the local temple? I feel like starting off in the local temples or the local churches is always kind of our favorite thing to do, because it gives you a little bit of an understanding of your surroundings basically. And funnily enough, obviously we're standing in a Hindu temple right now, and just over here is a Christian church. I love that about Sri Lanka so much. Of course, that was a lot of hard work for the country of Sri Lanka to bring unity to the people, but as of right now all of the religions live very, very peacefully together, and it's always such a nice thing to see.
Now, of course, you can buy these beautiful offerings here as well from amazing locals that are here in Hatton Town Centre. And this itself here is Hatton Town Centre. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys, we walked through here just a short, like an hour ago, just before breakfast, and I have to say there's not much going on in Hatton Town Centre. Hatton Town itself seems to be a place for tourists to basically pass through on the way to Adams Peak or Nuwara Eliya, but today we want to show you a side of Hatton, the real local side of Hatton, and all of the outskirts around here, because I think there's a few hidden gems to discover around here that haven't really properly gotten exposure yet. Everyone knows about Nuwara Eliya, a lot of people know about Adams Peak. There's thousands of videos about those locations, but not that many about the surrounding areas and the true local areas of Hatton. So let's check out the beautiful area here in the central province today.
Both of us are wearing helmets, we just look like absolute dorks.
As you guys can see, hello, just quite literally 1 minute outside of Hatton, and here we are. What a beautiful place. I am so excited to go deeper into this.
Now I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is a tea. Oh yeah, now I can see it. Yes, it's a tea factory. Wow, how cool is that? It's a Dick Oya tea factory. That's really neat to see it directly so close to the street. A lot of times the tea factories are a little bit sort of tucked away in the tea hills. And here on the right we have a Hindu temple, a smaller one. Very nice, because a lot of times the tea pluckers are Tamil people. So of course the Hinduism is very strong in these communities. And here is the church again. Why is there always a church when there's a Hindu temple?
Yes, indeed. So welcome to Dick Oya, which is I think a small town just outside of Hatton. And when I say just outside, I mean quite literally a 5 or 10 minute drive. And this seems to be the town hall of Dick Oya, or Abu Sali Town Hall, 1997. I'm not too sure if that's when it was built. It doesn't look like it, but a very interesting and almost colonial looking building. It seems to be a lot older than the late 90s. It's a nice contrast, very interesting as well. It's nice to be able to have the scooter again. The freedom that comes along with having a scooter here in Sri Lanka is unmatched. It just opens up the whole country to you. Hello, good morning.
This building 1997.
Oh.
1997.
Wow.
Town hall.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. No. Wedding.
Oh, it's for wedding.
All.
It's for weddings.
Wedding hall.
Wow. People have weddings there. Ah, okay, okay. Ah, I didn't understand the.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay,
Thank you.
cool. Suti, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, I do think it's from 1997. I
Wow.
think it has nothing to do with colonial buildings. It's just that it kind of looks like Dick Oya might be one of those places that might be a little bit forgotten. And this is what can happen to houses. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
That's a lot of beer, no? Beer. Oh, EGB, ginger beer. This one, EGB. What's
Oh,
that?
it's not easy.
What is that?
Arak? It's Arak?
No, it says toddy. Toddy, like toddy palm.
Toddy palm.
Maybe.
Oh, coconut.
Coconut toddy. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Would be very happy.
It's a lot of drinking, huh? Drinking.
Bye bye.
My God. Anyways, what I tried to say was this is what can happen when these types of places might be a little bit forgotten over time. And just in under 30 years there might be a lot of decay because the weather here is quite harsh actually. It's not super nice, calm weather, if you know what I mean.
So people have firewood, and you'll actually see people collecting firewood quite a bit here in the highlands because of how high up we are. Hello, how are you? Good. We are about 1,200 meters up in elevation. So it's pretty substantial. It's pretty substantially high. It's high enough that you don't need an AC. You don't even really need a fan to be turned on. It's cool enough without all that stuff. But people have firewood just to keep warm. So for a lot of the local people here in Sri Lanka, it's actually very cold at this elevation. Hello, how are you? You're good? Yes. I agree.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes. Yes. You are Tamil. Yeah. Yes. Nice man. You want something?
Good morning.
What did you get to eat?
I don't know. I tried to ask him what is this one?
Oh, Sababa.
No.
No problem.
No.
What is this one? Do you know?
You only want toddy and a rack.
I tried to ask, but he didn't speak English, so I don't know what I bought.
This guy's trying to tell you, but
What are we talking
can't get it.
Laddu.
Laddu.
Is made
Laddu.
with lentil or what is?
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
Oh,
Yes.
careful.
Watch out.
Let the man pass.
Drunken people.
Yes.
It's called laddu.
So he agrees this guy has had too much toddy.
This one is sweet, apparently. Oh, it's good. Tasty.
Tasty.
You want one?
Yeah, have one. Yeah. It's gonna make you more drunk though, because there's sugar in there. Good. Yeah.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Tasty.
Thank you so much, Nandri. Bye bye.
எனக்கு வந்து நான் படிக்கல
It's okay. I think we just got saved by a local. The guy definitely had one too many. Hello, how are you? Good. He definitely had one too many. I think people were even walking by as he was talking to us, telling us that he had way too much to drink. So that's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate part as well of a lot of the more rural areas, I think, of Sri Lanka, because obviously there's not many jobs going around in a lot of these areas unless you're willing to be like a farmer or to basically work in your family business, or if you're lucky enough to have family that has a business. So that's a big part of it.
We definitely have seen a lot more people struggling with alcoholism in these areas, but I think it's normal.
Look
at
at
how
this
cute this one is.
adorable Rottweiler. Hello, how are you? Yeah.
The giant paws.
Wow.
Oh,
Hello.
So cute.
Such a chubby little boy.
He's a girl. It's a girl.
It's a girl.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, so this here is very interesting. So it's actually a faxing center where you can make calls, you can send faxes. This quite literally looks like something from the 80s or the 90s.
I was wondering how many people use still like this. Okay, when did it stop?
Which country are you coming?
Germany.
Germany.
Yes,
Yes, can I be seated? No problem, no? Yeah, only for the name it's remain.
Ah, okay.
Just for the name. When did it stop?
When did it finish?
stop?
About 2 years.
2 years.
Oh,
2 years ago, okay.
Very long time though.
Yeah. Very nice sign.
Very beautiful, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bye bye. Thank you. Nandri. Bye bye.
Sorry, I needed to know how long, like if it's still ongoing with the fax and the
couldn't
local
believe it.
calls. Until 2 years ago, so until 2022,
Yeah.
there were people doing local calls there.
That's
and
crazy.
faxing stuff. I haven't seen a fax machine in like 20 years.
Yeah. Hello.
Good morning.
Vanakkam. Vanakkam. Hello. Vanakkam. Wow, look at this for a bus, the party bus. Vanakkam. Hello. And just like that, I think we've walked ourselves out of Dick Oya. So, an incredibly small town here in rural Sri Lanka.
Very full bus.
But a very interesting town, and it does have the feeling that there's not much going into it at the moment, but the people here do seem to be quite content. Let's jump on the bike. There's plenty more places to explore around Hatton. That's not Nuwara Eliya. Like I said, plenty of places have plenty of exposure, and in this series in Sri Lanka, we want to try and shine a light on the truly hidden gems. There's plenty of food here, really amazing fresh fruit everywhere as well. Vanakkam. Hello.
And we found ourselves a little church that seems to be nestled in between all of the tea plantations, the pine trees, and just nestled into beautiful nature. Wow.
Doesn't get much more beautiful than this. This is Christ Church, Worley, which Hatton, like the name Hatton itself, is it comes from, it's English. It's in England. It is a place actually in England, and Worley is also a place in England. Now I'm not too sure how correlated those two places are, but this church, I'm not too sure when it's built, but it looks very, very old. Since 1878. There's a sign.
There's a sign saying that.
Built entirely out.
And on the church it also says 1878.
Built entirely out of stone.
Out of brick, yeah. It's very uncommon to see it like this. Wow. Let's put away the helmets and check this beautiful church out.
What an absolutely gorgeous place this is. Now, upon coming in here, we're greeted by a graveyard leading up to the church itself, and believe it or not, here lies William Reeve Tatham. That's not a Sri Lankan name. So I think that a lot of the people that seem to be buried here are actually English people that would have been here. So yes, this man was born on the 25th of March in 1861 and died on the 17th of August in 1904. Wow. Talk about history. Talk about a very interesting time in history. Alan Long Price.
All of the graves seem to be kind of from 1890 to 1910 approximately. Yeah. But all of these people died very young. Like this man here, for example, died aged 33.
33 years old, yeah, well...
41, 45.
Yep, the life expectancy back in the late 1800s would have been probably around, probably early 40s. would be a typical age for many people to live to. So we've got 36-year-olds.
I'm very surprised by how well preserved these graves are.
It's
like comparatively, if you look at these types of graves in Europe, they are nowhere near as well preserved as these ones.
Yeah, we have graveyards obviously in Europe, all over Europe, from these time periods, people that passed away in the late 1800s, early 1900s, but you're not gonna see them in this type of a condition. This is pristine. It's incredibly clean, well kept, very peaceful as well.
There's a lot of people as well with the surname Brown.
Brown, yeah,
I
very.
already saw like 4 or 5.
Very, very typical British surname. Cecil Howard Stewart. Wow. And the church itself doesn't get any more picturesque than this. Talk about an absolutely beautiful structure. Proper old English structure right here. Hello. Hello. What a beautiful place.
Yeah.
So cool. Wow. Hello. How are you?
This church is truly very special, and the priest that just showed us around, he has been working here for 25 years, and he's saying that a lot of people from various countries visit this place every single day. He's here every single day for 25 years. He says every single morning, I believe, he said, from like 8 to 12 or something like that. Very cool. And from here you have an absolutely stunning view over the lake. Wow, there's even some people kayaking down there in the lake, which looks very, very peaceful. I'm curious to know where you can rent those kayaks. That would be very interesting to do, because this lake, the color of it is just so special. It's kind of very like green, blue, nearly turquoise. Very nice. Wow, can you believe this?
This has to be the most beautiful location of a church that I've ever seen in my life, and that's not an exaggeration.
At all.
It doesn't get much more scenic than this. We are quite literally surrounded below us by the tea plantations of the Hatton area, and this massive, beautiful lake in front of us here as well. This is something else. There's even people like rafting out on the lake as well. Mm-hmm. It's gorgeous.
That's what I just said. I'm wondering where you can rent the kayaks,
yeah,
or the rafts, or whatever you want to call them. And down here you even have some newer graves as well. These seem to be from 1995. You can obviously very easily spot the new graves. This one is 1985. Wow. What a place. So this lake that we are driving along right now is actually not a lake. It's a reservoir, so it's a man-made lake. And oh my god, it's stunning. I cannot believe it. Just the views from the scooter are absolutely insane here. The nature is just something else. Of course you have a lot of tea plantations here, which is agriculture, but still so much nature there in the back as well. Wow. Is this an old tea factory?
Yes.
Nice. Can you go inside? No? Dangerous? You can? Okay. You want to check it out?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the bike up.
Bring the bike. Nandri. Wow. This seems to be an old kind of abandoned tea factory. Sorry. We just kept driving for a while, all the way through Norwood, to see if we can see something interesting. Because the small villages, I mean, they're all cool in their own way, but they all are also a little bit similar. So we wanted to see if we can find something interesting. And I think this is the interesting. I think you have to be very careful with open toe shoes here. Let's just see what we can see. The boy said you can go inside, but I'm not too sure. I think you can just open the door over there. There's the door. Sorry.
Crazy. I wonder from when this is. It's properly.
Oh, there's some signs up there.
Entirely abandoned. So like the main industry obviously of these highland areas, as you can tell, the main sort of demographic of people once again is Tamils, and the tea picking is definitely in full swing at the moment. We actually saw probably a couple hundred tea pickers, Tamils, that were out in the rolling hills around here picking the tea. And this factory is absolutely crazy. It seems to have been taken maybe by a fire, and that's actually really funny because that's a sprinkler alarm
from Manchester.
This is a sprinkler alarm that's from Manchester in the UK. Very, very cool. Super interesting little find that we came across here on the bike.
Oh, they put tea boxes in front of the door.
Is there boxes of tea in front? Oh yeah, true. So these are boxes that would block off the door, but they're probably used as well to actually have to gather the tea in. And this glass here is very, very old. You can feel the age of that glass. It's single pane. And here is where I'm assuming a fire took place. It seems like the fire would have started somewhere here and just basically taken this whole section of the tea factory with it. Very eerie sort of a place here. The roof is pretty much gone.
Or it closed down and locals started to take scrap metal.
That's also something that could have happened as well, is it could have literally just gone out of business a long time ago. Maybe when the British left, for example, and since then maybe local people have been taking the pieces of the factory for themselves to use, because I'm sure a lot of what this factory was constructed out of was probably decent quality sheet metal, and a lot of the living conditions of a lot of people around these areas unfortunately are not very high standards. So sheet metal roofs held down by bricks like these ones right here.
That's what I just wanted to say. All of the walls look like kind of like similar to the roofs of the little sheds that you see all over.
Yep.
Where people live in. So could be that they removed it, but not sure, of course. Anything could have happened here. But there's a little football field here for local kids, which is cool.
Yeah, this is one thing that Sri Lanka does incredibly well. No matter how poor or working class or lower class the area might be, they always manage to turn a space into whether a football field or a cricket field or a basketball area for people to play. It's very, very nice, and it gives it a community feeling.
It's just funny with the tea production chimney just kind of in the middle of the football field.
Crazy.
Only in Sri Lanka.
You have the chimney here, and there's a ladder. The ladder is actually still fully intact. So every rung of that ladder is still in place. So you could actually climb up to the top of that, and you're probably going to get a pretty crazy view, but I don't know how willing I would be to climb up that.
Yeah, no. Usually I'm the more adventurous one of the two, I think, but with
yeah.
that, no. I don't think it's a smart idea to go up. It looks a bit rusty.
Wow. Talk about going back in time.
Oh, 1949.
May 1949.
At least the chimney.
Wow. So just after World War II ended, this was erected here. I'm wondering, actually, was this factory probably functioning then during the Second World War? Wow, what a view. What a beautiful place. Unfortunately, the rain caught up to us, so we had to make a hasty return back to our guest house here in Hatton. And I have to say, this guest house is one of the most unique places that we've ever stayed so far in Sri Lanka, and we've stayed in some pretty quirky places, but this here has to be on top of the list. So we couldn't finish this video without showing you guys around this place. This here is called Tea Hills Bungalow in Hatton, so definitely check this out. We have a fire pit, which I've never seen before in an accommodation like this, where it's just readily available like this. Very interesting. Like I said earlier, people collect firewood, so we could actually go and probably get some firewood, put it here, and have ourselves a cozy little fiery evening. The views, as I just showed you, out over beautiful estates full of tea, so the smell is amazing, especially right now with the rain coming down. This here is a whole nice seating area. You've got a sink to wash your hands. You even have what I imagine is probably an idea for an eventual bar situation, or maybe a restaurant or something like that. Very, very nice. Coming in here, you have like a big lobby area as well. Plenty of seats. Tons and tons of space. Look at this. Potential for a very, very beautiful kitchen. You even have an ironing station as well. I'm sure that you can do your laundry. I think there's a washing machine just over there to do your laundry. They've got a room for a driver, or for someone if you're doing a tour or something like that. If you're bringing a driver, he can sleep in the room over there. And I want to show you guys the room as well, because wow, it is unbelievable. This is actually our room, believe it or not, but I'm not going to show you that because we're not clean people, put it that way.
The second we arrive somewhere, it kind of feels like our suitcase explodes, so it's
basically
just clothes everywhere. So we're going to show you a different room though.
Yeah. We have this whole place to ourselves. Believe it or not, like I said, people just kind of pass through Hatton, so they just head straight towards Nuwara Eliya, or they'll just literally stop here maybe for a night before doing Adam's Peak. There's literally nobody here. It's just us in this place.
Since we arrived, I think we saw 2 foreigners maybe.
Literally.
But they just looked like they were actually getting on a bus or something.
Exactly. Look at this room. Look how epic these rooms are. It's actually kind of done in like a real old English style. So you've got high ceilings. It's ceiling fans as well. There's no AC. You have absolutely no need for an AC up here in the Highlands. It's actually pretty cold right now because of the rain. And this here, I believe, is a family room. So you've got 2 double beds. You even have this sort of like a chill single bed for maybe some kids. You've got a beautiful balcony. This here is actually just a private balcony for probably a family, overlooking that beautiful view again. You've got kettle, you've got fridge, you've got loads of glasses and everything that you could need. And have a look at the bathroom. Bathrooms here are absolutely crazy. Wow, and this one here is no exception. So you've got these big, beautiful bathtubs. Freestanding as well, which is really cool. And it's done again in like a really old style. So like it's one of the most elegant looking places. Like this is a crazy bathroom, and it's so much space. I think up here there's 3 rooms that are available, plus the extra room for a driver or anybody like that. This is out of this world, and it's very, very cost friendly as well. I think we're paying somewhere between $20 and $25 a night, or euro a night, so it's fantastic.
Our room is pretty much the exact same, just that we only have 1 bed instead of 3.
Yeah, exactly.
And the common theme of our room is more like yellow and gold. So this one seems to be a little bit more kind of silver and white.
Yeah. It's really, really amazing though. Like it's one of the cooler accommodations, I think, that we've came across in Sri Lanka. And I have to say, it's incredibly clean. So like quite literally spotlessly clean, which is crazy.
It's located in a very quiet area as well. As you might have seen, there's always this like one main street where there's a lot of hustle and bustle, a lot of traffic, and this is kind of tucked away, so it's really quiet and nice. And they also have a restaurant,
Yes.
which we had food in last night, and that was really, really beautiful, very tasty food.
Yeah, you can get stuff like English breakfast, so they do a lot of like English inspired things. They also do Sri Lankan food. We had a Sri Lankan omelette for breakfast. Breakfast is included as well in the rate for the rooms. So yeah, this place I think is a fantastic little gem here up in the highlands of Hatton, and I hope that we've shown you guys a special side to this particular area of Sri Lanka. I haven't seen any videos about these surrounding areas. Dick Oya and the whole surrounding area there is something else. Like, we are genuinely blown away by how friendly the people are, by how gorgeous the nature is. This place is a must visit, and don't skip it. Don't just head straight towards the more heavily visited places, because where there's more tourism, a lot of times the money and the flow of money is kind of controlled and it goes through certain people, whereas when you come to places that are lesser discovered, you're going to be spending your money with the right people and people that genuinely do need it and need the tourism. And we can feel it here in this place. This place definitely needs more visitors.
And we're also very close to Adams Peak, so in case you're planning on hiking Adams Peak, this would be the perfect location for it.
The perfect
if
place.
the weather is good.
Yeah. It's only like quite literally around 20 minutes drive from it, so just get yourself a scooter, or they actually will drive you to Adams Peak and you can arrange it through them.
Yes.
But for now, my name is Luke.
My name is Naomi.
We're the Two Mad Explorers.
And this is your reminder to keep exploring.
And we'll see you guys in the next Sri Lankan adventure.
Homastuti for watching.
Homastuti,
Bye-bye.
Nandri, bye bye.